So I'm a fifth grade teacher, and I'm just super curious if you could say anything to like this future generation right now, especially from, someone who did struggle with school and everything like that. Like, what would you want to say? Because I would absolutely love to share this with my kids if possible.
Saying is one thing, doing is another. So I say and do what I do, and I show them what I do with these hands. I love to create with my hands, and finding them, giving them that little bit of a niche thought in their mind that they can be an artist or an actor. Just give them that slight little bit of vision, or coaxing them, pushing them into a better direction. Because we all have different directions. There's a good direction to go, and there's a bad direction. I had that choice. I went to the good direction. But I tell the children that I talk to, it's purely up to you which way you actually go. Because we have gangs in New Zealand, bad gangs, and that's the way they've been taught and brought up in the gang life. I was around the gangs, but I chose not to. And that was my choice, and I think it's for the better, so I try and help them to get out of those gang-related situations, because it can only go bad from there. But I've helped quite a few young children, I'm glad to admit. So I try and push them in the right direction.
I hate talking about this because we are on the verge of an extraordinary age where everything is going to be turned upside down. We're going to have, people talk about the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution put people out of work, but you could say, but later on, the weavers who were in my family ended up, doing other jobs and improving their standards of living. The Industrial Revolution took place over 100-odd years. We're going to have the robotic and AI revolution over about 50 to 18 months, and it's imminent. And when Morgan Stanley talk about 68 million jobs, present jobs being lost to AI and robotics between now and 2040, which is 14 and a bit years' time, you understand that the impact on all our lives is going to be colossal, unprecedented in the history of mankind. And the impact on that will fall on the youngsters. I meet people now who've just graduated from film school, and they've been taught how to make films traditionally. Everything they've been taught is really almost out of date already. The new films will be not requiring actors very long, maybe 2 or 3 years. Maybe I'll hang on a bit longer because, I'm an old hangover from a past age. But really, I would never encourage a young actor anymore to really think about becoming a professional actor. That's possibly true of filmmakers. Everyone in this room who knows anything about AI can see the advantage to them. What we don't see is the colossal disadvantage to all those people who are now being removed from the problem that we can now solve very easily and very cheaply. A colossal loss of work, a colossal impact. And I think this country is the only country that I know of that understands that and is preparing for it. But that's not something that we should talk about now. Life will go on, and those who can adapt will have to adapt. Those who think they can live in the past, pursuing the old ways, will actually spend their days in great unhappiness and misery. I believe that we are creating a new species, AI is a new species of creature that we've never seen before. It is infinitely adaptable, infinitely perfectible. It will do things clumsily this week, get better next week, but there's no limit to what it can achieve. And we are we cannot and will not be able to compete with that. There's also another maxim of biology that some of you here will know. Two species cannot share the same eco-niche. That one will push the other out, or drive the other out. The eco-niche that we occupy is wildly and completely dependent on electricity. For an artificial intelligence, electricity is absolutely an existential necessity. But it is also for us. Take away our distribution system, and within, what's the saying, the military saying, that within a year, 9 out of 10 Americans would be dead. We can't refrigerate. We can't keep medicines cool. We can't plan how to get things from A to B. It would be a catastrophe if we lost our main supply. Anyway, this is a little bit esoteric, and I don't wish to be such a pessimist, but the truth of the matter is, I know enough about this to be pessimistic. By and large, those who can work with their hands will probably do better in the course of this lifetime. In the end, things will sort out, as long as the AI doesn't decide that it can do without us, or may have to do without us. That's a real bummer, isn't it? I'm so sorry.